Hey guys, a quick video here about gloves for Airsoft. Now, in front of me are the Mechanix gloves and the G-Force version of gloves. Now, I'm sorry about my little setup here, but I don't really have a tripod for my cell phone, which is what I'm using to record this one today. So, just bear with me as you can see the legs of a stool that I'm using here. But basically, the reason I say get gloves for Airsoft is a lot of people come back after their first day of playing and their hands are just covered in welts. Makes it kind of hard to write, especially if you're in school. Now, it's not that big of a deal to some people. Other people, the worst place you could get shot is either in the neck or the hands, and especially when it's cold, it sucks. So, in front of me are two of my personal sets of gloves, both of which I really like. The G-Force ones were $20, and I was able to get the Mechanix glove for $15. Now, I've heard somebody who challenged me to the price that they got theirs for, and they said that they found them at an Airsoft store for about $10. So, basically, these should be about 75% of the value of these, but are they? Or are they better? So, basically, I'll just slide this one on for you real quick and talk to you about the G-Force. Now, Velcro makes it easy. The texture on the gloves are very nice. I haven't had any issues with gripping anything. I use M4 mags with Ranger plates, and they are more plastic polymer than rubber. So, for my hands without gloves to grip them versus these, they're actually almost about the same. I've had no issues. Now, these fit very snugly. They sit very tight in the middle of the fingers. They are kind of like a spandex on the inside, so that the insides of your fingers in between can move freely without any issues or being tied down at all. Now, you can see it's reinforced in between the pointer finger and the thumb. I'm assuming this is for gripping, your pistol or your trigger hand, which is pretty nice. The back here, all the knuckles are reinforced. These are soft rubber, but definitely will protect your knuckles if you were to get shot there. Both hands, obviously. And I guess the things that I don't like about these ones is that you can see this is kind of a mesh. It's multi-layer mesh, which is padded. So it's very nice if you were to get hit on it. It would have to go through about one layer of mesh and 2 layers of padding in order to get to your hand. So by then, a little .2 or .25 gram BB is not going to hurt too badly. Now, the problem with that is, you can see here, it starts fraying a bit, and you can see the end of my thumb. Now, I put these through a lot. They've been through a whole op, and climbing buildings and rocks, and as well as about probably 7 weekends of training. So they did pretty good, but for $20 I was hoping they'd do a little bit better. Obviously these aren't like the really high-end expensive military grade gloves, but they do their job. Now, before comparing the two, I'll talk about the Mechanix gloves. Obviously they were originally designed for working on your car, but then people decided that they looked good and they felt good. And now we have Airsoft colors, camo, pink camo, and this nice tan color because my loadout's tan. Now, when I first put them on, what I did notice is on the fingers, there's a lot of the inside where they put the seam on the outside. They didn't cut off all of the extra fabric on the inside, so it feels like my fingers are a time and a half the size that they actually are. Now, this isn't too big of a problem. It's just semi-uncomfortable when you first put them on. Now, I wore these for a whole op, so about 8 hours, 9 hours, and I completely forgot that I was wearing them. So that is a plus for these things. Once you put them on, you kind of forget that you have them there, and that's what I want, and that's what I look for in a glove, is to forget that I'm actually wearing them, and then remember I'm wearing them when I actually get shot there. I was able to manage all my BBs, my magazines. I was actually a medic that day, and we were using masking tape, so I was able to actually pull off the masking tape, wrap it around somebody, break it off, and then prepare it for the next person, all while wearing these gloves, which a lot of gloves, if you've ever used any other ones, it could be pretty difficult, especially to start a tear or start pulling off masking tape off of a roll with gloves on. They're padded just like the G-Force ones. The texture on the inside is all uniform, but it is kind of a cloth type feel, and so it gives you, when you rub it together, it definitely creates a lot of friction. When you grab something else, it creates a lot of friction. I climbed about a 20-foot berm on my hands and feet, or hands and knees rather, and just didn't even consider what I was grabbing, because these feel, they make you more confident in whatever you're holding or grabbing. They're also pretty heat resistant as well, though there's not really many hot things in airsoft, because you're not obviously using real steel and you're shooting BBs with electric batteries or gas. So overall, I really like them. Now, compared head to head with the G-Force, I really enjoy both of these gloves. The G-Force ones are a little bit thinner and provide a little bit more, make you feel closer to whatever you're holding and grabbing, so it feels more skin tight and like it's your own skin. These give you a little bit more confidence because they feel a little bit bulkier, but they don't get in the way as much as you would think. Now when it comes down to it, if I had to buy one of these again or buy another pair, I would pick the Mechanix gloves. The reason being, they're cheaper and they do the same job as the G-Force. Yeah, they don't have the armored knuckles, but here is actually just about as padded as here, and the likelihood of a BB hitting exactly on this armor versus anywhere on the back of this glove, the chances are pretty good if you're wearing the Mechanix gloves versus the G-Force. So overall, both of these gloves will do great. I love both of them. I use these as a loaner pair, but these are the ones that I run now. So if you're looking for gloves, I'd suggest Mechanix. It'll be good on your budget and good on your hands. Thanks for watching.